Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl CocoaButterMartin, and today, I know it's been a long time guys, but today I'm going to talk about getting over it. So stay tuned to like I said, welcome back to my channel. Please click on the like, subscribe, and share button. Click on the notifications so that you know when I have a new video out and you're always up to date. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Anyways, today's video is all about taking a break from relationships, taking a break. Sis, bro, you have to take a break sometimes, you know what I mean? So it's all about taking a break from relationships, taking a break from entanglements, taking a break from being a side piece to somebody, or being somebody's side puzzle or piece of puzzle or whatever. So that's what today's video is all about. So if you want to get more into this, please stay tuned to watch and hear what I have to say, my viewpoints, and the scriptures that I kind of connect with all that I'm going to talk about. So stay tuned. When I started dating, I never knew that it was like there's so much change, you know what I mean? Like after almost 6 years of not dating anybody, it's just weird. Everything is just weird. Everything is just different from when you were dating back in the day, or years ago. So everything is just so different. I can honestly tell you that. So the amount of changes that I went through over my 5 years, where I wasn't really with I wasn't with anybody. I was just by myself, having that self-love moments and just learning to live with self. So during that time, I stopped trying to accommodate others and I started to accommodate myself. And so this is all about not accommodating each relationship or situationship according to the demands of who's trying to change you up or mold you up. I mean, sometimes certain things that people, criticisms and stuff like that is a good thing, but then there's times where people just want to change who you are as a person, completely change you 360. And we were meant to go through changes within a relationship or within a marriage or whatever, but we were not meant to just change 100% for a person, all of that. I don't know. Anyways, so when I started dating, I already knew that the amount of changes that had happened and the things that I went through helped me to get to know things better as I'm going forward. So each relationship brought on new responsibilities. Sheesh. Yeah. So back in the days when I was going from relationship or situationship, whatever, because sometimes people make you think you're in a relationship and you're not. You're really in a situationship or some side piece or whatever the case may be, right? So each relationship brought new responsibilities, and that's why I'm saying sometimes people want you to change everything, and it's just okay, if you don't like certain things about me, why are you trying to change who I am? Why don't you get something that you like and has all those criteria that you want instead of trying to change me? Because sometimes, like I said, changes, they have good criticism that actually changes you for better, and you have some people that just want to manipulate you and just change you in their own way and get their own way. And then some people know deep down inside that they're not being loyal to you and they want you to make all these changes. That's the next thing. So yeah, I had to make changes of who I was in order to make them happy. And that's a big no-no. Don't ever change who you are to make people happy. I mean, you have different personalities come in a relationship, and at the end of the day, you have to know, okay, I have my list, but I can mold certain things and, not necessarily have to get everything to the point off of my list if I have one. And you know what? I'm not going to criticize the person that much because nobody's perfect. So not everybody's like that. And you know, people change over time, and as for themselves or as a whole in a relationship, whatever, people change over time. So you have to give people time. You can't just want to change people on your own. Sometimes, like, if you like somebody and maybe you guys are not on the same page, it's not that you guys are not meant to be. Sometimes it's timings are off when you guys met. So that can be a possibility. So instead of trying to push somebody to like change them and mold them into something you want of your ideal, wait on the person to be worked on, or go to a person that you know that will be molded just for you, that is already worked out. How about that? Anyways, for me, like, when people try to change you and try to tell you don't do this and do that, and you know, trying to like have you on a string, like it makes you lose a sense of who you are. And that's what happened to me. I lost a sense of who I was. I didn't know what I wanted in life anymore. I forgot about my dreams, or didn't, this was blindsided. So this is what happens when you try to make others change you. So definitely don't make people change you. You change yourself. You know within yourself that you need to change, right? So by the time I stopped dating or being in a relationship, I realized I was lost, and I decided, you know what, let me take a break from it all. Let me just take a break, like, from it all, because, child, So I said, wait, pull up. I'm going to take a break, you know? I didn't know it was going to be that long of a break, but I said I was going to take a break. Yeah. So I did, and I took a break from being in a relationship or connected to anybody other than my children and my family for at least almost 6 years, 5.5 years, to be exact. And I'm sure we all have been through something of this nature before, or some people are still even going through it because they think that, oh, you know, it's the person's gonna change, or they're gonna love me eventually, or they're gonna love me more. Don't do it. Like, just stop. In the end, he or she will not want to even be with you. And like, if you guys are still together, you're honestly wasting your time. It will be a very miserable situation, and you are suffocating inside when you ignore yourself and put somebody else first, thinking it's love, when really and truly it's not love. They're just trying to manipulate you. They're trying to be a narcissist. I had to learn, like, what the hell is a narcissist? Anyways, yeah, so you can't make people suffocate you. You have to love yourself completely before you love others. And people always say, and it says that God's love is like perfect love. So, you know what I mean? If you love yourself, you love God, you'll be able to love others, and vice versa. So, I mean, I'm not saying that you don't have to change certain aspects of your life, like when it comes to meeting with another half, but it shouldn't be everything. You know what I mean? If it has to be everything, then it's basically not worth it, because you're not at that person's expectations. So just forget about it, because you're going to be miserable. When you think that it's love and all this, I want you to really sit down and ask yourself these questions. And it goes like this. Is it really worth it so that you will be not alone? So you won't be alone, sorry. Is it worth, like, being conformed to this person or being manipulated by this person just so that you won't be on your own, so you won't be lonely, so, you know, you'll have a bae? Are you afraid of being alone? Again, that's like the number one. Are you afraid of being alone? Are you afraid of maybe thinking that you'll never find somebody? That's a lie. There's always someone for everyone in this world, trust me. Are you afraid of truly loving yourself? Like, oh my gosh, what am I going to find out about me when I take that time away? You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh. So are you afraid? Are you having fear in your heart of loving yourself and just taking yourself back to the place where you mapped out your destiny about how you wanted your life, what you wanted for your life, how many years down the line, and years down the line? Are you afraid of truly loving yourself, truly getting back to your goals, truly understanding that, you know, it's never too late to go back to your goals. It's never too late to get back into it and start over and get to where you want to go, whether it's business, finance, whether it's going to school, career changes, even like going to a higher position in a job. So like it's never definitely, you have to love yourself in order to expand, which makes perfect sense. So sometimes you need a break. Let me tell you, sometimes you need a break from people, and you need to start pleasing yourself instead of trying to please others. So I'm not saying to be selfish. Of course you could be selfless, but don't be over selfless where you're not paying attention to you. People will always try to manipulate and control you. They call it narcissist, whatever. Anyways, so what are some ways to reflect and seek what is right for my life? That's what you should be asking yourself. So I would say go to God in fasting and prayer. That's like number one. If you want to know anything or know your next steps or what to do next, fasting and praying is like the best thing, because you really hear from God. Especially when like in this day and age where there's like so much technology and so much like distractions, it's hard to hear God's voice sometimes. So with that prayer and fasting, it like rejuvenates you, and you get to back to that place. So it's always good to do fasting, prayer and fasting here and there. Sometimes you have to just go away on a mini vacation and just say, you know what, I'm going away. I'm turning off all my distractions. Nobody's getting a hold of me except it's like immediate family, and I don't care. I'm cutting off communication from everybody. I just want to have that time by myself to really sit back and think, like, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What I need to change to make myself happy and to gain back my self-love. So, and gain back who I am, right? So definitely those things are important. Well, let me tell you, I did just that. And I never looked back from that day on. Like, the best way to find out things are to like really hear, even if you don't go in prayer and fasting, when you need to just get away from it all, that's the best thing to do. Pray and fast. But there's times when you need that away time, just like to be a quiet space to just hear your own thoughts, hear your own aspirations, hear your own dreams, hear what God is saying to you. You know what I mean? So sometimes you need that away time from everything and everybody. So I did just that, and trust me, it was well worth it. It was scared in the beginning, and I was like, shoot, I'm going on vacation. I'm by myself. I don't know anybody. Like, what am I going to do? What, you know, and I was just like, when I actually got there, I was just like excited, and I would do it again many, many times. I have done it many times, but it's a beautiful experience, a vacation by yourself. I did that, and I just took my passport, cut off communications, and gone on the airplane. So I also made sure that like I had communication with close family and friends just in case I needed to. And I blocked communication apps, socials, so that way I'm not distracted, right? So it's very important. In that time away from everything and everyone, I was able to breathe like almost like not waiting to exhale, breathe, but that's a whole different level. But like I was able to breathe and hear my thoughts and hear my breath and hear my everything, hear just listen and hear my own ideas and stuff like that. So it's definitely important to give yourself some me time. People would call it me time. Like, you don't have to take a big vacation to go on me time. You can do me time like going for a walk. You can do me time where you're, you know, just swinging on a swing and just being in a calmness and a peaceness. So there's so much ways you can have me time. It doesn't necessarily have to be where you have to go any great distance, but who doesn't like a road trip, or who doesn't like a vacay, right? So in Psalms 147 verse 3, it says, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. This is in the NIV version. So God is trying to heal us from our pains and the things that we go through and comfort us. And He wants us to know that it's okay and that I will be with you. God wants us to have a relationship with Him. And He wants to guide us into our destiny. He's like, okay, you know what? You had your turn. You had your way. You did everything the way you wanted to. But guess what? It's my turn now. Let me mold you. Let me bring you up. Let me do a 360 in you, seeing like certain things that you went through, and he wants to lead you into something deeper, something better. He wants you to remove yourself from the sorrows or any heartbreak or anything that you went through. Because sometimes, like, when you have too much people around, you're unable to hear clearly, you get blinded, you get confused, you don't understand what to do. So sometimes God needs to clean us up. God needs us away. God needs us to be in a space where we can just self-reflect and clean up our mind, our body, and our soul. God wants us to know that it's okay. And like I said, you tried already, but it's my turn. Like, let me take a hold of you, sis. Let me take a hold of you, bro. It's my turn now. So in John 16, verse 33, NIV, it says, I have told you the things so that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. So God sent his son to experience the things that we experience. And he came through, he went through, he conquered. And so that we can be able to see comfort in him. So he was able to send his only begotten son that we were able to, that way he was able to understand the past that we go through, so that he would understand how to take care and comfort us. So yeah. So basically, God sent his son into the world, and we were able to conquer certain things because of what God sent his son to conquer. His son went through certain things, certain temptations. So if he was able to get through it, we can get through it too. So he wants us to just take comfort in him. So during that time I took off for myself, I realized that I needed out of any relationship I was in. And I needed time for myself, to spend time to love me again. Me again. So nothing like self-love. So I realized that God had better in store for me, and now it changed my whole outlook on how I date, go into a relationship, etc. And I find that I'm no rush at all, and that I want to take my time. I never want to go back to that place where I was 5 years ago. Therefore, I'll take my time and weed out the counterfeits. Yeah, we don't want no counterfeits. We want the real thing. So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes we need a break from all things in order to analyze and understand the situation and understand what is right for me right now. What do I need right now? What can I do differently to make myself happy? So if you are feeling confused, I suggest to take that in prayer to God. Take it in prayer to the Lord. Do a fasting. Fasting helps with the spiritual cleansing of your spirit, and in the physical by detoxing your body. Because when you go on a fast, you're cleansing yourself spiritually, and your body's detoxifying, because you're not getting all the junk or whatever you're eating. It's just like cleaning itself. So this detoxification helps the spirit, and it's important to achieving clarity and hearing God's voice for your life. So that's what I would say. Prayer and fasting is adamant for everybody to do. It's important to detox and push like a restart, like you need a restart on your life, and a restart on your body, your temple, your soul, your mind, your heart. After all, we are God's prized possession, and we were bought by a price. So respect self, and others will respect you. So you can't expect for somebody to respect you if you don't respect yourself. You have to respect yourself. You have to love yourself. If you don't have those things, then you can't expect other people are going to respect you. If you're looking for love from others or looking for respect from others, good luck, because you're not going to get it from others. You have to find out within you first. So definitely build up yourself, build up your self-worth, and work on your spirit, man, your body, your temple. And in this, it will help you to work on your destiny. So if it's that business, if it's that education you're trying to upgrade, if it's that promotion you're trying to get at work, etc., celebrate the small things and the big accomplishments. So don't think that you have to celebrate only the minor things, but it's good to celebrate. The major things, sorry. It's good to celebrate the minor and the major, so that you're saying, you know what, good job. patting yourself, good job. You know what I mean? You need that reward. You can't just be like going through life without any kind of reward. You'll just feel like, I can't do this, or you feel uninspired, or you feel like, you know, you'll feel away, and people just take advantage and step all over you. So you definitely have to know who you are and your worth. Yeah. So basically that was what I wanted to talk about today. And I just want to thank everybody for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos so that you'll be in the know and that you'll know when I have a new video. So yeah, it's definitely, like I said, important to take time to love self, to gain your confidence, to gain your self-worth, and to build up who you are before others can respect and even build with you or build you up. So I wish I knew certain things growing up, but I didn't. So it is what it is. But definitely I will teach those things to my children. That way that they know certain aspects of life. And it's not like anybody's life is perfect and we won't have hiccups. But at least knowledge is key, and knowledge helps you to grow. So if you don't have knowledge, you won't be able to grow. But the more knowledge you seek, the more wisdom you seek, the more you grow mentally, the more you grow spiritually. So it's definitely important in any journey that you take in life. So I want to thank you guys again for watching my video. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. And I just want to say God bless you. And I hope that you're able to have clarity and be able to love yourself again. If you're going through, if you're already got out, if you're getting back into trying to find your soulmate, you're trying to date, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Just know that it takes the time to love yourself and respect who God has right here in front of you before you can respect anybody out there. So thank you again, and until next time, I will see you. Thanks for watching.